What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to the CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. It is Monday. Hello, Mango. It is Monday, which sucks. No one likes Monday. Womp womp and whatnot. But it's an exciting Monday. There are more people here. Hello, Rob. Hello, Mango. Hello, Finn. Hello, Sonics. Hello, SFA. How goes it? How goes it, everybody? I have got something really cool and interesting to show you all. You know what it is. I've said it in the title. This is a thing I'm very vocal about happening. You know? But it isn't apparent that this has happened. You know, it's not apparent until I do this. Isn't that insane? Like, I'm in awe. What do you mean? I can see, like, it doesn't take 5 hours for the shinies to load. For the Pokemon to load. They pop in pretty quick, actually. When I'm like, hey, look at my box of shiny Krogunk. It happens pretty fast. I don't know why it's insane. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet loaded so shittily that it genuinely took a solid 10 seconds for a Pokemon to load in. Like on the party screen like this. It was dismal. It was dismal. I don't know.
Congrats.
I'll show you the home screen while we're here. I'm annoyed because this feels like I've updated my PC. This is still the Switch. Everything's still the Switch. All of my fucking games are here. Gas Up Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in Finn's general direction. All the games are here. Mario Kart World's here as well, obviously. But, like, all of my games are still here. It's just like, okay, now there's a little glowy border around the games. Like, I'm grouchy they didn't do more with, like, that. That's, like, to be fair, I feel like playing the Switch is gonna feel different, right? I can show off my box of shiny Raichu better as well. Here I've got I've got news. I'm entitled to 1 day of paid leave a year. No joke. 1 day a year? Fuck you mean 1 day a year? So I won't be able to play Day 1 Legends. 1 day a year? Like, have you used up your other days? Or, like, do you just mean 1 day a year? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I guess one thing to mention is if you keep it docked, lots, don't turn on the full charge setting. Yahoo!
Balls.
Where do I turn this off? Where do I do this? This one? Do I turn this one on? Is this the one I turn on? Okay. My shinies are fucking everywhere, and... That's the film time one you get. That's insane. What? That's actually insane. 1 day a year? That's, like, diabolical. You are being exploited. Though you probably know this. That's crazy. You'll give GP the bubonic plague? That's so kind of you, SFA. Heartwarming. Man gives... Man gives pregnant person bubonic plague so they can play Pokemon Legends ZA Day 1. I don't like it. For so long, I've been subjected to how bad this game runs, that now it's running well, I'm like having a visceral reaction. Like, everything happens so quick and fast, and it's also responsive, and it genuinely feels wrong. Like, this update, like, once again, makes me open my eyes to how fucking badly these games run on Switch. Like, it's crazy. This is like a completely different game. Exactly. It genuinely is. Like, I'm... Like, and it looks better as... I'm tweaking out. What? These games don't feel smooth. These are some of the worst, like, optimized games of the decade. This isn't how it's supposed to be. These games are supposed to be, like, good and fun, except the fact that they're, like, dog shit, performance-wise. But no, now I can, like... Like, there's not a single FPS drop, it's just running. I'm just in this area and it's working. No lag. I'm tweaking out. What? This guy just dealt half my health in one hit. That's what quad weaknesses does to you. That's crazy. You know, Scarlet Violet runs like shit even though I pirated it onto my 7K Super PC. And there are so many Pokemon, like... Does Scarlet Violet truly run shit on emulators? I'd be surprised if it ran like shit on emulators, right? Look at that fucking Venomoth! That Venomoth is so far away and it's like... actually flapping its wings as well. Like... Oh my god. These games released in such a sorry state. Like, what the fuck? Austin, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. I'm experiencing Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 for the first time. This must be like how colorblind people feel when they put on the anti-colorblind glasses. You're doing shiny hunting? I will be. I'm just... like, gawking at the fact I can run through this forest. And... the game is, like, fine. You battled before? What? I've done Pokemon battles. I want to get my own Switch too, but the bundle price is $4.50. Like, low-key, potentially the only good way to get Mario Kart World. Unless you're forking over 80 quid. Like, it's like £75 with other people online. Oh no, I don't do online battles. I'm shiny hunting today. You got to go, it's getting late, glad you like it. Fair enough, Brugo. I hope you have a great night's sleep. Alright. Like... I guess that's what we get for effectively playing this on a processor that was a high-end... that was, a high-end tablet of 2013. Yeah, no, like... Oh, wait, the Kitakami Crystal Pool? You have the DLC? Yes, I do. I'm going to the DLC now, because... there are some places in the DLC... like, I feel like Blueberry Academy, like, is cool and is potentially one of the nicest-looking areas in the game. However... what do you mean? Why is this running well? Blueberry Academy? Yes, there's a whole place in this game called Blueberry Academy. Like, I'm genuinely unnerved by this. I want to be, like, I cannot stress enough how unnerving it feels to have this game work. Like, I swear, like, it shouldn't, right? Like, Game Freak should not have released the game in the state it is. And... but, like, now I'm playing it on an actual, like, console that... Okay, so no. This game isn't optimized for Switch 2, but it's sure as fuck, like... The Switch 2 is, like, better processing-wise than the Switch, which means it can, like, play it fine with, like, room to spare. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm interested to see how public perception of this game shifts. Now that it's playable on Switch 2. Because, like, does this game look good? No. No, it doesn't. But, like, now you can play it without the lag. Most of the bugs are patched. Like, unless people play it on the, like, in 3 years' time, right? In 3 years' time, when Gen 11 comes out, I'll be really interested to see, like, what the fandom think of this game. Like, considering, like, X and Y, when they released, they were, like, panned. When X and Y and Sun and Moon, like, got panned, and I think are still disliked by older members of the fandom, but, like, in comparison to these games, they're good, right? Like, we didn't know how bad it could get in terms of, like... I don't know. I feel like X and Y and ScarVi are different sides of the same coin, to be fair. Because X and Y do look good. You know? I feel like Sword and Shield are maybe the better example. Because Sword and Shield, bluntly put, do look pretty nice outside the wild area. This area's, like, I don't think you fully realize how laggy the Blueberry Academy is. Right? Like, I think it's easy to take for granted how laggy this place is. There's just a lot going on here. Like, this is fundamentally, I think, one of the nicest places in the game. Which makes sense, it's the DLC, like, you gotta make this shit worth it. But, like... the Blueberry Academy is, I think, fundamentally one of the laggier areas in the game. But, like... man. You didn't know Finn took part in academia? What do you mean you didn't know Finn took part in academia? She's, like, one of the smartest people, like, I know. Like, you want to come by that one again? But, sorry, I'm just, like... I'm mouth agape. Like... This is fucked up. These games shouldn't run. I'm annoyed that so when I booted up this game for the first time, just I wanted to see how it felt, right? When I booted up this game for the first time, I immediately found a shiny Amoongus. Instant shiny Amoongus. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put that Amoongus? Is it this one? Yeah. Yes, this one. You got a shiny Torchic? I got a few shinies. Where'd the Torchic go? I don't even know what the Torchic is. It's somewhere. It's... Oh, here it is. Fitzgerald. Wasn't this like the only shiny Torchic I managed to get? I swear it might have been. And Eevees too. This is my favorite box. This is my favorite box of shinies, I think. I like this box. These guys. I like these guys. Mold. Let's check out the outbreaks. Inkay could be a shout because of Mega Malamar, but like obviously we're not going to be able to transfer Pokemon until like February. There's Applin over there, that could be fun. Got Appleton and more Hydrapple. I might do a few to be fair. Altaria could go hard. Why is one just named Krogunk? Isn't one named Grokok? I swear like one's named it reversed. Let's start off with the Applin. I think. I feel like one ought to be named Krogunk, really, right? Like, that's the default. Which one is even named Krogunk? This one. The Love Ball. I'm surprised the Love Ball won. They won Gunkro. We've already got Gokrunk. We've got Bunk Gunk. You have a low level Crow. Yes, so this one is from Gala. I've got a few Gala Krogunk that were ones I shiny hunted in Sword and Shield. One can still be named Krogunk. It'd stay in Krogunk. If maybe, like, multiple people started peer pressuring me, I'd be more likely to, but it's literally just USFA. This isn't an outbreak spot. This is spawned too close to the town. That's grand. There we go. Bro evolves, he still remains exactly. What do you mean when bro evolves? Bro isn't going to evolve. I'm not evolving him. Like, it is not an empty life to be stuck a gunk. That is maybe the highest blessing you could be honored. The S in SFA stands for slander, which is what I'm going to do to you. Alright. Score Bunny could be a shout. I like Score Bunny. Plus, Score Bunny is going to be the star for the next Legends game, so... Rosen, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. I'm currently in awe because these games run well. I'm playing on the Switch too, and it's fucking me up that these games are like actually functional on this console. They always should have been. They never should have been dysfunctional, but that was the case. And now they're not. And I don't like it. I forgot to open my high-tech counter. Okay. My week has been pretty good. Work was tiring today. Understandable. Work do be tiring. But it's over, and now you got through the first day of the week. 4 left. And only a week and a half left until Legends ZA. Which I think is pretty exciting. Which is why I bought the Switch 2. I'm a little worried. I don't think I need to be all that worried, but I'm a little worried, right, that, I'm gonna fucking... I don't want to walk into game and they're like, sorry, out of stock. That'd be fucked up. I also bought like a beefy SD card, 250 gig, for this fucking thing, like on purchase. I feel like I probably could have got one for cheaper than I did, but like, what was it called? No, I should kill this guy. I was in there. I need to get a case and I need to get a Pro Controller, the things I need to get. Is that shiny there? Its ears look kind of lighter. No, it's not. I'm just stupid. What does shiny Score Bunny even look like? I don't actually know. My day was alright, thanks. Was also tiring, but it's over now. I sent to Y1, but I'm going to get a good price on 1 terabyte. That's fair, actually. Maybe I went a bit I don't know. Get out the ground. What are you doing? Bro, are you good in there? You give a Jin an inch, they take a mile. Don't kill the Granbull. Especially considering it's a Granbull, which is super effective against you. This is maybe an R spot for a hunt. Not because they aren't spawning, they're spawning really well. Good luck in your shiny hunt. Thank you, Austin! I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm still excited to see what shiny hunting's like in ZA. Actually, I'm apprehensive, because I'm worried that it's going to be Dookie. Shiny Score Bunny has yellow ears and toes, by the way. Okay, so it'll probably be noticeable, maybe. As long as I have, like, good eyesight. Which I think I do. I took a colorblind test yesterday, and I got normal. When it comes to colorblindness, I'm neurotypical. Well, for most other things, but colorblindness, I can see all the colors. You know? And name a color, I can see it. Um, 20 left, and then we're done. Are they up the cliff as well, or are they just down the cliff? What do you mean I can't write? Oh, what do you mean I can't write David? Like, I'm getting used to how responsive these games are now. When I next play these on Switch 1, I'm gonna, like, shit myself. Like... Bot! Let's go! That's so exciting! Hi, Bot! How are you? How are you, Bot? Has your week been well? You had fun going into people's chats, trying to get them to buy viewers from your shitty little website? I think it'd be fun. I should leave bots for a moment, just in case they respond to me. That's why... No, okay. The issue is, right? The issue is... that, what's the issue? There we go. Somehow mod icons are turned off on this tonight. Oh, I know why, actually. Uh-oh. The issue is, right, when a scammer comes into chat, they start off with, like, small talk that could be from, like, someone who just is a bit odd. Like, I remember the last one who came into chat was like, "You're doing really good at this game." And it was like, wow, this is the most stilted conversation person in chat I've ever seen. But, like, they could also just be, like, peculiar. Is that a shiny? There are a lot around here. That wasn't a shiny, though. Tina, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well, and I hope you're looking forward to ZA. I'm playing on the Switch 2 for the first time, and, like, these games actually run on this thing. Like, you don't realize that they fundamentally don't run on the Switch until you play this game on the Switch 2. At which point you realize that, like, they don't run on the Switch. They don't. Okay. Okay, you can stop killing them now. We don't need to kill them anymore. Hoopy Poo, you can go back into the box. You're doing good, you're so excited for CA. Yes, I'm counting down the days. It's really not long now. It's genuinely, like, so soon. I just realized I probably Pokemon Shiny don't have the materials I need for a fire sandwich. The fire sandwich needs red bell peppers. Do I have red bell peppers? Stop loading so quick! You're not meant to do that! Fuck! Like, this is like when someone's mad at you, so they start treating you nicely. You know? Like, I think that's the best comparison I can think of here. Is... And then it's gonna, like, how quick's it gonna do this bit? How quick's it gonna do this bit? I should have saved. Oh. I'm gonna get, like, 10 shinies in this one sandwich, so it's fine. Like... This is unnerving. Genuinely unnerving. I think that's maybe the best comparison I've made in saying, like, the whole this is like when someone's mad at you, so they treat you really nice. Okay, all this comedy in a fucking hair, apparently. And a Chimchar. Bro thinks he's on the team. Your birthday is when ZA is released? Yo, that's hype. You getting it for your birthday, then? This is wrong. There are a lot of Pokemon on screen as well. Like, that's crazy. Like, there are a lot of these fuckers around. Which is odd. Look how many of them there are. I remember there used to be, like, the bit where you could count the amount of Pokemon on the screen. To, like, figure out if a shiny had spawned or not. Because for some reason, one extra Pokemon would spawn in a group if a shiny spawned. Don't think that's possible on the Switch 2. Because there are a couple too many Pokemon. Okay, you know how much I'm your favorite viewer? I'll trade you a Zigzagoon for any Pokemon you have. I have a channel point redeem for this. It's called Get a Cahir Gunk. I trade you a Krogunk. Because I just got like a load of Krogunks. Get this guy a gunk. It's one of these guys. Okay, GP. SFA just... Finn, you don't even have a Pokemon game. Okay. I'm feeling generous, so I'm gonna let SFA do this. Finn, I don't know why you redeemed that. To be fair, Rob redeemed it once, and I don't think I refunded him for it, because he did it by accident. He was like half asleep and managed to do it, which is impressive. Don't know how the fuck he managed to do that, but... You want one in Spirit? I can give you one in Spirit. How do you do this? So do you have Nintendo Switch Online? It's like when you adopt an animal across the globe to protect it. That's real. No, I'm not renaming CahirLIVE OF. That's not correct, but it's correct enough. No, but you have it home. Okay, well let me know when that happens, and then come to me and I can trade you the gunk, okay? Wow. That'll be how we do it. Look how far away these fuckers are. Why are you over here? Like, damn, bro. I need the Outbreak School bunnies, but like a load of others are spawning. Yeah, you need Nintendo Switch Online to trade. So I can't trade with you unless you've got Nintendo Switch Online. To be fair, like a fucking shitload spawn in this area here, so I think this is the Outbreak too. We know Dorsal Fin 1_2 gets Gunky. No, it's just Dorsal Fin 1. It's Krogunk, not for Dorsal Fin 1-2, sorry. Did I download my birthday stream? I don't think I did. Anyway. I think I did have things I wanted to talk about today, but I forgot about them because I'm stupid. To Your Eternity Season 2 started! I'm gonna gas up To Your Eternity again. To Your Eternity is genuinely one of the best anime. Like, I think. Apparently this latest arc is one of the best. Which has me very excited for it because it seems interesting. Like, here's my hot take. Here's my general hot take and belief. To Your Eternity's first episode is probably one of its best. I think everyone should watch To Your Eternity episode 1 at the least. Just because it's, like, genuinely such a good game. You can see how much Switch Pokemon I play. You mainly play Gen 4. I've noticed, because you're doing the Dexa now, aren't you? I'm gonna guess at Blue Box. My favorite ship is Tycho X Karyu. You see, these two names are very close to actual names in Blue Box. That makes me think SFA might have actually watched a few episodes of Blue Box, if not the whole thing. SFA, have you seen Blue Box? I'm fucking sweating about the latest Blue Box chapter, dude. Like, Taiki's gonna go through shit, isn't he? Like, I'm happy that he's going through... It's odd, because it's one of those moments where you start to get happy that a character's going through shit, because it means that they have something to overcome. Right? Like, if a character's going smooth sailing... Like, if a character's arc is going smooth sailing, then you start to realize, like, oh shit, they're fucked. They're not going to achieve their goals. But when, like, a character starts getting, like, shit thrown at them, you're like, oh, okay. Things are going to go well for them now. You know? Just a bit as a treat. You should watch the rest of it. Because Blue Box is one of the greatest anime of all time. I'm not sure if I'd go that far. Blue Box is my scrunkly, right? Blue Box as a series, right? Does anyone else like Blue Box? Yes. No. A lot of people say it's probably one of the best romance out there. However, it's one of my faves. It's my little fave. If someone's like, hey, Cahir, I've just started watching anime. What should I watch, right? That's a shiny up there, isn't it? Am I being gaslit? Yeah. Blue Box is really cool. Okay, is this an SFA-ism? Is this an SFA-ism that's about to get, like, fucking 1-2 punched? It is. Blue Box immediately enraptured me in its first episode, right? And this is barely spoilers, because it's, like, in the fucking first few seconds of it, right? Why have you stopped? Oh, because I need to, like, click you again. Fucking... There we go. Like Komi Star Wars. Maybe it's been a while since I last watched Komi. I don't know. Komi... I just stopped after a while. I watched maybe the first season or maybe a few episodes of the first season. I can't remember which. And I was like, yeah, this is alright. But I never really... And I also read the manga before it became an anime. I read a lot of Komi Can't Communicate. And I just kind of, like, never... Like, even My Hero, I think I could maybe see myself going back to if I had, like, a dark hour, right? Komi, I'm apathetic. I still haven't seen all season 2. Exactly. But Blue Box, like, has an actual, like, plot and thing going for it. That's actually investing. I think that's, like, the advantage of it being, like, a sports anime and a romance. Is it's got, like, an actual driving core idea in its plot. Which is Taiki and Shinatsu need to work. Like, are both working towards a goal, and they're mutually supporting each other in it, which is fucking adorable, you know? You love that. Dantan is good, but S-tier shows such as That Time I Reincarnated as a Vending Machine. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, Dandan's on my list. Because I always hear good things about it, but... You know... I just haven't got around to it. Shiny Drought today. Lewd? I think Dandadan is lewd, actually. Low-key. Like... No, we're gonna keep talking about Blue Box, which isn't lewd. In fact, Blue Box is lewd. In the first episode, Chinatsu ties a scarf around Taiki's neck, very gently. In a very soft and kind moment. That makes you long for human touch. Lewd, exactly. That's really fucking lewd, isn't it? And that's what the show does good. I'd recommend you skip episodes 1, 2, 11, 12, 13. For some reason, actually, all the fucking important episodes in Dandadan. I don't know, like... The issue is they often do kind of, like, tie it in importantly, but it's like, okay, but this is also, like, a 16-year-old with her tits out anime. What's going on here? Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho isn't lewd. Mob Psycho's just good, really. Mob Psycho is, I think, one of the best series. Just in general. Like, objectively. Again, Blue Box is, like, my scrunkly. I love Blue Box so much. But, like, I wouldn't, like, claim it's, like, the best anime of all time, right? In a way, like, Dungeon Meshi, Free Run, or Mob Psycho. I think I could confidently say this is one of the greatest anime ever made. You know? Like, I love Blue Box to death. And it resonates something in me that I really like. But, like, when you kind of, like... Sometimes you take, like, an objective look. Sometimes you take, like, an objective look on things, and it's like, okay, it's like this. Greatest anime ever made. Do you have a take on this, Jelly? Also, welcome to the stream. I am shiny hunting Score Bunny today, but not just regularly. There isn't a regular Score Bunny hunt. I'm shiny hunting on the Nintendo Switch 2! Wahoo! I got a Switch 2, and, like, these games aren't made to run smooth. I don't like this. Why is the thumbnail King Gambit? Because I didn't have time to make a new one, so I just picked up my old ones, and I was like, King Gambit represents this hunt well. Well, the idea of the stream well. Which was, I mean, like, I want to hunt a couple of things, maybe, but I've not gotten a single Score Bunny yet, so, like, we'll fucking find out, I guess. Anyway, I don't know the greatest anime ever made because of opinions. Sure. I don't know, like... Yeah. Why does the manga find ways to take the MC's clothes in every important moment? How am I meant to take you seriously, Oka, and your ass is out? Real and true. Short Tony was honestly kind of peak for some reason. Let's go! It's true! It's true! I'm glad. Did you read the manga? I'm guessing you generally read manga. You're a bit of a manga head, aren't you? I was, like, I think To Your Eternity started this conversation. Yeah, no, it did. Like, again, I'm gonna do it again. I did it earlier, but I'm gonna do it again. To Your Eternity, watch episode 1. Right? Watch episode 1 of To Your Eternity. That's it. If you don't have any, like, cause to go on, then, like, don't, I guess. But, like, I genuinely think its first episode is, like, one of the best, like, episodes of any anime ever. Up there with the Blue Box episode 200... No, episode 31. Me when out Eternity is peak. Due to your Eternity digging into it, to be honest. I don't know, like, I can see why people wouldn't get into To Your Eternity, because it's a very, like, slow and sad show. Like, if someone was like, I didn't get into Mob Psycho, I think I'd beat them over the head with a stick. To Your Eternity, I kind of understand. I watched the first season when it came out and got to the latest chapter at the time, but not since. I see, apparently it's finished. Apparently there is an end to Your Eternity. End to Your Eternity. So you should get on that. I gotta pick it back up again. You do, you do. That's a shiny there, I know that's a shiny. I can tell that's a shiny. I can tell it with my balls. Shiny! That's it, guys! Look at this guy! It's my second shiny on the Switch too! Fuck you, Squawny. Easy peasy. It's got counter, I'm a bit worried here. I feel like I should have a second Pokemon on my team. I think I might be about to fail this one. Anyone seen Girls Last Tour? It's on my radar. Okay, that worked, but am I about to die from doing that? No, I'm not. I used Headbutt like a fucking idiot. This guy doesn't have any recoil moves, right? I use your people. Hey. I can't call it the best thing ever made, but got nothing to say about it, so kind of peak. I don't know, I feel like if it's... As long as you've got good things to say about it. If you can't call it the best thing ever made, that's fine, but have good things to say about it, please. I kind of respect the little outline, but, like, I do genuinely forget I'm technically playing on a new console. And I know it's Scarlet and Violet, and I'm playing on the same controller that I use on my Switch, because that still works. I think I'm going to buy a Switch Pro controller. I might buy it from Sex, so I get a bit of a discount. Score buddy names, by the way. When Mario Kart Monday? Friday. I've been thoroughly enjoying Mario Kart World, is my hot take. It's a really good game to just drive around aimlessly in. But there will be Mario Kart Monday, do not worry, do not fear. Do not sweat it. Dear Luke, that's fair. That's a good one. It's CEX. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, GP. If you give me the opportunity to call a store Sex, I'm gonna call it Sex. Right? They knew what they were doing when they named it that. Let's be honest. When they named it CEX, they were like, yes, people are gonna call this store Sex. People are gonna double take when they see it. People are gonna raise their eyebrows when they hear the name. I'm calling it Sex. They say Sex in the ads, do they? I thought they said CEX or Kex or something. Can someone explain? There is a whole store in England for... I think... No, okay. There's a whole store in the UK for, like, trading in old games and tech and movies and CDs and stuff. And it's got some kind of acronym that is CEX. So the store is called CEX. However, when you write CEX out, it kind of looks like it says sex. Because obviously no one's going to pronounce the hard, like, no one's going to call it Kex, because that'd be KEX. So with the CE, it's a soft C, so it's a S sound, so it's sex. You call it sex. The store is fundamentally, grammatically called sex, where any English speaker would call it sex. And I call it sex. And sometimes people are like, Cahir, no, it's not called sex. And it's like, I'm going to call it sex. Do you think I look like a man who cares that it's called CEX? No, I'm calling it sex. I want to be clear. This is an active choice of mine. This isn't a misunderstanding. I know I could call it something else. When I was 12, I always called it something else because I was 12 and scared of my parents getting mad at me for saying sex. But like I'm gonna call it sex because it's spelled sex, and that's funny. They know what they're doing. How old is the store? We love sex, true. It's been around for like saying like over a decade isn't that long because that's like 2015. It's a pretty old store, because I remember going there and, like, buying games from it when I was a very wee little... When I was a little tiger, when I was a little cub. When I was a little cub, I went to go and buy games from the sex shop. Can't believe it existed during your childhood back in the 20th century. Wrong. Wrong. Incorrect. I was born 3 months before 9/11. I have not lived in a world without Shrek. Thankfully. New Burback video is cool. Sure, Unc. Look, I feel old enough on a day-to-day basis as is. But I'm not old, I'm young! I'm full of youthful vigor. Can't confirm it wasn't there back then, we had electronics boutique. Damn, that's crazy. When was sex invented? Question! When was sex invented? Wait, is Cahir old? I'm 24. I'm 24, that's not old. 24 isn't old. Yeah, old. I'm not old. 24 isn't old. I am young. I'm still in the prime of my life. Cahir old? Finn, you're older than me. You don't get to call me old. Aunt. Oh wait, no, it's hag, isn't it? That's what they call people. Like, that's what they call old women. Which is kind of fucked up. Anyway. Even though we're the same age. Okay. He talked about inventing a time machine going back to September 2001 and going to baby Cahir and telling him to wash his fucking water bottles. True and real. Came back to Lude. So I'm talking about the sex shop, the place where you take secondhand games. It's been around a long time. 1992, but in London, where I never go. That's fair. Who would want to go to London? I love. That's so lewd. No, it stands for something. Trust. What does it stand for? Tell me. Wikipedia will tell me. Sex is leaving the Netherlands? Complete Entertainment Exchange. It's called Complete Entertainment Exchange. That's a shiny Chimchar. Yeah, a Complete Entertainment Exchange. That's Luden. Hatsune Miku does not. It's not. Thank goodness you're old, so you can be lewd. Fucking crash out. Shiny Chimchar names. Also, like, to be clear, the pronunciation of sex is it does say sex. I like Monkass. Monkass, isn't it? I'll call it that. Geezer? Geezer! Geezer! I'll have you know, I do not spout water on a timely basis. I have misunderstood and now shall run off to the shadows. Goodbye. You and Hag? You're a hat? Oh, you're calling yourself that. That's crazy. Can I prove that? Please do not consider what happens at least once a stream. Every time I stream. There is not something that happens once a stream every stream. At least. It might not happen this stream, actually, I'm going to be honest. I don't feel it. You're reclaiming Hag? Yeah? I can't reclaim Unk. I'm pretty sure it's African American vernacular English. But, what was it called? I was gonna say something. I was gonna talk about shitting, and I don't think I need to. I think I've already talked about shitting. I've already spoken about this exact thing on stream before, I think. I don't think anyone wants to hear it again, for obvious reasons. I don't need to talk about my shit on stream, I don't think. I think that's entirely unnecessary. Can I have bag? Bag? What does bag mean? What does bag a portmanteau of, Rob? Bold and grandpa? Shitting? Shitting isn't lewd. What do you mean? If you find shitting sexual, then that's like you, and you keep that to yourself. If rage baiting, I'm not being rage bait. Finn does not. Finn rage bait sometimes. You're reclaiming constipation. Yeah. Are you? Have fun with that. You can take it. Well, Finn claimed... No, she reclaimed Hag. Because Hag was being used against her, so she reclaimed it. You invented bag. That's an interesting sentence, actually. I should... I wish I didn't say that. You wish you didn't say you're reclaiming constipation. Yeah. Did you... do you not want to reclaim constipation, Finn? Okay, there's 1 minute left. I think I'm going to go and find something else after this, because I've gotten a Score Bunny and I've gotten a Chimchar, which is a pretty fucking good ratio in the grand scheme of things, isn't it? I might hang around for a moment longer. Then I'll have Abrogation. What's Abrogation, Rob? I don't know what that is. I mean, it was pretty funny. It was. However, wish granted. Constipation is now yours. You'll be constipated for the rest of your life now. Good luck with that. The repeal of law. Why do you want that? Isn't that pretty evil? Constipation is maybe a moral evil. I think you're right. Finn, is constipation objective moral evil? An example of objective moral evil. Is that another shiny Chimchar, or am I, like, delusional? I'm delusional. Okay. I don't like how this game works. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Scarlet and Violet aren't meant to run. They're not. This is an affront to God. Junichi Masuda and all things holy. When Scarlet and Violet were released back in 2022, right, Game Freak deliberately made them run like horseshit. Because that was their vision for the game. They didn't want these games to, like, run well, because they wanted to cause another 3 years of fandom discourse. Which they did very well. You know, they did a good job at causing another 3 years of fandom discourse, let's be honest with ourselves, right? And that's what they set out to do. Because they made what is a pretty solid game, except for the fact they've released it maybe a solid... I think at this point we can maybe objectively say 3 years early, given it runs fine on this console. Well, I mean, there's a law saying we can't refill sugary drinks now. That is a good point. Like, what the fuck's up with that? People would not have waited 3 years. I think that's, like, the issue. Is, like... The Pokemon fandom are constantly like, man, they need to, like, wait longer with these games. And then the moment, like, they do wait longer, people, like, start complaining about it. And it's like, okay, what do you want? Do you want good Pokemon games? Do you? Do you want your Pokemon games to be good? And they don't fucking know. They don't know what they want because they're stupid. Okay, I'm gonna find a new raid, I think. Not raid, outbreak. I checked the Poldain ones. I'm guessing I did, yeah, no, I did check the Poldain ones. I'm absolutely freaking dog... I want absolutely freaking dogshit games that still cost a minimum $60 because it's Pokemon smashed onto it. True and real. I could do a Glaceon outbreak. Glaceon's cool. I like Glaceon. I feel like I should like Leafeon more though, you know? Like... Sometimes I feel bad when my favorite Pokemon isn't a grass type, because I'm like, green. And it's like, why the fuck doesn't this... Look how quick everything loads! This is fucked up! It is! Like, this is normal and expectable load times, right? Like, I think if Scarlet and Violet weren't like this, I wouldn't, like, they should be like this. They should have been like this from the start. But they weren't, and now they are, and it's genuinely unnerving. I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. This is like... Masculine. This is like when a family member is angry at you, and they start treating you really nicely. I don't know what I did to upset you, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but please, please continue running like absolute horseshit. Please continue to be like borderline. Gengar break! Hold the phone! I didn't know that could happen. I want to do a Gengar outbreak, but it's so close to the edge I'm not sure they're going to spawn. I got 2 shinies, by the way. I need to... You know what, I don't need to count this because I'm going to fucking... Like, I think, as much as Gengar is, like, maybe shouldn't have gotten a Gigantamax and Mega, it's probably one of the few Pokemon that, like, genuinely deserved it, right? Okay, no, they're actually spawning. This is fucked up. Why is there a Gengar outbreak? Do I have the materials for a ghost sandwich? Portal Pete from Kirby. Hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. I need red onions. That's not red No, yeah, I need red onions. Do I have red onions? Sneeze. Red onion check! There's this guy. I have 27. There's this guy. Are you real? No. No, I'm fake. There's this... Fuck! There's this guy on Instagram Reels who keeps on posting videos of himself just doing oddly fucked up things. Namely... And I think the one I always remember... That's not the one I always remember. He... Like... Look at them all. He ate a carton of eggs, raw eggs, just in, like, the middle of, like, a shopping mall. He keeps on eating, like, lemons on airplanes. And he never enjoys it. He never enjoys it. He's always clearly suffering as he does it. But the people next to him maybe glance at him twice, and it's like... Do you think they're trying not to look, or are they actually that nonchalant about this going on? I just remembered I'm shiny hunting Gengar. What the fuck am I doing? I'm not gonna find one, bro. Am I actually gonna find a Gengar? I was never real? Damn. There's always two-eyed Waddle-Doos. That makes sense. I am very familiar with Kirby lore and know what a Waddle-Doo is. You know how you're always looking for objective moral evil? Yes. I am. That is me. Why? Why do you bring this up now? So it's worth a go, but like I'm not gonna fucking find one. What was that weird evil crab you showed? What was that, what? Oh, with the knife! The crab with the knife? Do you mean the crab with the knife that was holding a knife? I don't think that crab was evil. I'm gonna be honest. I think that man was just fighting for his life. And that's okay. He's allowed to fight for his life. He has a right to defend himself. Objectively, I don't think he is. I think he may have already found it. You think the guy... I don't know. He suffers doing it. Which means clearly he's got somewhat of a conscience in this whole ordeal. Because, like, if he did it joyfully, I think maybe he would be an objective moral evil, right? But he doesn't. Anyway, I'm remembering once he did that with an onion, and, like, he was fucking sobbing. He was crying. He was crying by the end of it. And then the person next to him was just, like, going about their own business. And it's like, what are you doing? This man next to you is like... I send that angry crab to people you're displeased with. I mean, that's fair. It's a good crab. I fucking love the crab with the knife. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a lemon on a plane. The suffering is what makes it bad. Would you enjoy eating a lemon on a plane, Finn? Honestly, I see what you're saying, right? I understand what you're saying. However, I'm not sure I agree that there's nothing wrong with enjoying a lemon on a plane. I think if someone next to me on a plane pulled out a lemon and started eating it just casually, I would be quite perturbed. Also, to be clear, I'm finding this. I'm gonna find it. We're watching this together now. Lemon prank. This is now a group activity. You made this a group activity. I want to be clear. You've made this a group activity. Let me just... Oh, wow. Stop playing. Stop playing. Is this stealth screen? There we go. This is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah. I wouldn't enjoy much on a plane, but I do like lemons in moderation. This guy doesn't enjoy lemons. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how like apathetic that woman is to his suffering. Like she look at him. What is she doing? Like he's having a bad time. And that's what fucks me up about it so much. Like well, when life gives you lemons. Like, can I? No, I can't. Am I, like, logged in elsewhere? So I can actually, like, look at his profile? So I really want to look at this guy's profile. Can I look at him on TikTok? Can I look at this guy's TikTok profile if I'm not logged in? Because we're watching... Actually, this would not be funny if people cared. This is good. I'm glad that you agree. Oh, it's trying to fucking get me to... Go away. Oh wait, I wanna look. Stop trying to fucking... Oh, he does like regular videos. There's like a specific one. This is fucked up. Why does he do regular videos? I don't like that fact. I'm trying to find the onion one. Because I think the onion one is genuinely one of his best. That's like why Instagram is good, because Instagram, he's got all of these. Yeah, no, I found it. I don't think it's the same one, but like, it's gonna be good enough. Go away! Out comes the fucking onion. And he bites. He's not even peeled it at all. He's not even peeled it at all. He's just going in. I like the way the guy scratches his head slightly. Look at him. Why is he always on the plane? Because he's having a plane snack. He's having a mid-flight snack. He's always throwing up. Like, that's I think what seals the deal for me is like how much. Oh my god. I think this is the next one. Because unless he's gained an immunity to, like, doing these, this is gonna be a good one. Look at how fucking ready he is already. I thought you were looking for shiny Pokemon. Oh no, we're looking at something better right now. We're looking at something much better right now. Making everyone next to him cry real tears. The only thing that would make this better is if he didn't focus on the lack of reaction and just left people there as props. Yeah, no, he looks over a couple of times. And like the camera focuses on them a couple of times. You see, this guy's actually concerned about what's going on here. These guys are like actually a bit worried, and I think that does take it away a bit. I'm gonna find a different one. I don't want them looking at him. That's not the joy I get from these. It's not. I think I found another one. I think I found another one. It's an onion one. I like the egg ones just because the way he fucking like sniffs the egg first. She looked for a moment. This guy is actually amazing. She's supposed to give us such a nonchalant expression on her face. Bless you, thank you, Onion Man. There's an egg one on the plane, and I think I might try and find that one next, and then we'll get back to shiny hunting Gengar. It's like the pain in his eyes. I can't fucking get over the zoom in on his face there at the end. That was a good bit. That was a good bit. Alright. I want to find the egg on the plane. The egg on the plane? Because there was the one where he did like... I think the lady next to him did actually notice. Stop being so loud. What is it this time? Full rotten banana? Don't care. This is great art. It's... I think, like... Seeking it out, I think, makes it a little less enjoyable, I'm gonna be honest, is my hot take. I do prefer it when I, like, find him randomly on my feed. But... I think eggs on the plane might have been one of the first eggs in Publix he did, actually. Like, why does he travel so much? And why does every time he travel, he, like... Like, is this every time he travels that he does this? I think that's maybe my question. Like, whenever he travels, does he get some fucked up item from, like, the airport? And, like... Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, there are some onion ones. Just grabbed. It's an egg. Yeah, but it's not a plane. He's, like, visibly younger in this one. Okay, no, but this is an egg one. So can I load, please? No? We're not loading all the ones? No, I think this just needs to be screened at the theatre. Unedited, just raw footage. I could get behind that. I eat egg on a plane. This isn't like a plane. This is in the car. Fuck it. I'm not finding any more good ones. I'm gonna continue shiny hunting. I've shown you the, like, you get the concept now. You get the idea. This guy is now a guy when I reference in the future. And I will reference him in the future. You'll be like, Cahir's talking about the fucking egg guy again. This guy's actually why I didn't go into film. I can never make such a masterpiece. Finn, I believe in you. I think you can get onto a plane and eat an egg. I think the only way a video like that could be better is if he, like, did something he was allergic to. Imagine watching someone, like, eat something disgusting, right? It's got to be something disgusting, right? I think that's, like, the key here. It's still got to be something disgusting that he eats. And then, like, he clearly goes into an allergic reaction while eating it. Because, like, what would you... Like, then they'd have to, like, do something. Maybe I shouldn't develop these ideas. I'm lucky I'm not actually allergic to anything, lest I try that. That would kind of look shiny. It's not. Anyway. Get him, Gambit. Get him. Does Gengar not attack on sight? That's fine. Gengar is a funny guy. Because he's very friend-shaped. Do you think, like... Because Gengar are quite dangerous, right? Like, Gengar fundamentally are dangerous. But... Kenji, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well. Welcome to the green side. I'm green here. You just missed us watching a guy eat a lemon on a plane while clearly not enjoying it. What was I talking about? I have so many critiques and praises to sing. That's how you know it's great art. Exactly, exactly. I want to see the Dorsal Fin 1 hour-long retrospect on guy eating lemon on plane. There are so many Pokemon. It's genuinely crazy. Question, what is your favorite Pokemon? If you followed me while I was live, it would be obvious, but it's still pretty obvious what my favorite Pokemon is, in the grand scheme of things, because I have a box full of them. I got a whole box full of Krogunk. I've also got a box full of Alolan Raichu, and that's not my favorite Pokemon though, so we're going to ignore that, but we're going to pay attention to the Krogunk box again. I just sent Kingambit to kill a Bellsprout instead of a Gengar, which was a bit of a mistake. Anyway, I fucking love Krogunk. Krogunk is my boy. Alright. I think I've killed enough Gengar at this point that the, I might pull out a shiny Gengar. Psyduck is... I do... Psyduck's funky. Psyduck's funky. I like Psyduck because Psyduck's funky. Yeah, I'm going to pull out one of my shiny Gengar because I think... Do I have a couple of shiny Gengar? Do I have any shiny Gengar in this game is maybe the actual question to ask, because I might not. Answer might just be no. Okay. Well, oh well, time to pull out the red onions, I guess. Oh yeah, that's why I was thinking about the guy who eats onions, because of the onion sandwich I'm going to have to make. Stop loading so fast! I don't like it when you do that. Please. Start running... I didn't save. I think I might have saved, but I'm not sure if I did save, and I'm going to go to save quickly. Like, I want to be clear, it's genuinely unnerving that they're loading this fast. Like, I like that I only have less than 100 salty. Why are salty in all, like, the big sandwiches? I don't get it. Let's just put them all in the middle, because I think this is a diabolical sandwich. All bread? Did you play Pokemon growing up? Yes, I did. I'd be impressed to see an autistic guy obsessed with Pokemon who only got into it in his 20s. That would be an interesting type of person, I think. I'm not saying they couldn't exist as a person, but to be, like, upset, like, and, like, I'm not saying, like, you can't play the game, but, like, to be actively obsessed with Pokemon and only having gone into it as an adult, that would be impressive. To be fair, it's not like that's unheard of, though, like, fucking My Little Pony. Okay, this is a horrible shiny to hunt. Because, like, they're a ghastly over there. They're so far away. I didn't realize they spawned in this big of a radius. That's genuinely quite diabolical. Can I get more Gengars to spawn if I'm, like, here, then? Oh, they do attack me. I'm very such Pokemon. I have tons of cards. I have tons of cards as well. What's your favorite card? My favorite card right now, I think, is a Grottle full art I have. Because obviously they've started doing full arts of, like, random Pokemon cards these days, which is really cool. And, So, recently I bought a pack, and it had a Grottle full art in it. Although I would say one of my actual favorites, absolute favorites, is a Black and White Rival Destinies full art Mew. It's one of, like, the hidden rares. And it's this really pretty Mew card. And I've got it in a little display on my desk right here. And your Pokemon Ultra Sun. Yes! Peak mentioned! Gen 7 is my favorite gen. Easily by far. Like, I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be one of those times where I'm like, oh, that's obviously a fucking shiny or not, you know? Because I feel like it could be. But, yeah. Part of me doesn't want to have to find another outbreak. The other part of me doesn't want to do a Gengar hunt for the rest of the stream. Because, like, for the next hour. Because that sounds, scary. And not because Gengar's a ghost type. But because... Okay, yeah, no, I need to be closer to the Gengar outbreak, I think. The issue is in a wall. Which means less Gengars are going to spawn than should. Because the outbreak's in a fucking wall. Ooh, spooky. It is Halloween! It's October, isn't it? Ooh. You know, like, this is a good hunt to do. This is a good hunt to do right now. I'm doing a good hunt. This is actually quite diabolical. Where are all the Gengar? Tobin and Traveler, hello, how goes it? I hope your weeks have been going well. I'm shiny hunting Gengar today. Why? Because I got a Switch 2. Because I got a Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm using the better processing power to load the more Pokemon and probably fail like 7 Gengars. Because, like, fuck, I'm gonna notice a shiny. Where are all the Gengar? Like, there were a load spawning earlier is the thing, and now there are none spawning. And I don't really know, like, what I was doing different from what I'm doing now. Okay, no, I don't want to be there. Like, I'm wondering if I shouldn't have done an encounter power sandwich and just shiny power. Dropping by, it's late and you need to sleep. Understandable, Traveler. Do rest well. I will see you on Wednesday. Alright. But, I'm probably gonna find a shiny Ghastly first, which is kind of crazy. I'm kind of like in the center of the outbreak, but it's like, maybe I should try to put myself over here. Maybe this will spawn them better. What's your favorite Pokemon set? Like, TCG set? Honestly, I'm not enough in the TCG to say that for certain, I don't think. I've never really been collector of any specific set as much as I just have played the cards on occasion. I've got my favourite cards, but I wouldn't say I have a favourite set, unfortunately. The games have always been more the thing I've been the biggest fan of. The cards are more like, oh, I can get a card, a cool art of my favourite Pokemon. Love that. That kind of looks like a shiny, but I don't think it is. Now that I like compare it to the other ones, I really don't think it is, but I'm gonna double check anyway. Yeah, it's I don't know how long until the channel point bonus kicks in, and the rest of the stream you gotta be hit. The rest of the stream, Traveler, you gotta be hit. Those two are clearly the same color. You gotta be here the rest of the stream, they're saying. I hear that it's the rest of the stream. Yeah, I got no idea. I don't think it should be that long. It should be pretty quick from what I understand. This is crazy. There are so many Gengar. Look at them all, they're chasing me. That's really scary, actually. Imagine if there were just a fucking horde of Gengar chasing you. I think that would be like a pants shittable situation. Woo. Would you rather 10 Gengar chase you down a dark alley, or eat 1 onion on a plane? I do low-key think this might be one of those times I should be like actively just killing the Pokemon rather than doing it like this, but like, you know how it is. You know how it is! Didn't mean to do that, gonna be honest. Accidentally lobbed my Kingambit at that Ghastly. That Ghastly's eyeliner is on fleek, did you see that? I'd probably go for the Gengars, they'd actually be pretty chill. Would they? Would they be chill? I feel like Gengar isn't a chill Pokemon when it comes to that kind of thing. It could be saying because it has 9 views. Honestly, that's less than I could be scared about. Okay, yeah, so Gengar at the least absorbs your heat and makes you chilly. Do you want to be chilly, Rob? Do you want to be a bit cold? Huh? Is that what you want, is to be a bit cold? Just pull a funny face at him. Maybe. Just got done beating the newest Batman Arkham game, Lego Batman. Are you talking about the Lego Batman game? That guy looks a little less purple. He's not. I'm gonna do this the whole fucking stream, aren't I? This is the rest of the stream. I'm gonna like be squinting at Gengar. Like, is this? Is he? Like, he sorta looks it. Oh, we'll get more. Oh no. How can you tell if Gengar is shiny? So, it's like a little less saturated. Shiny Gengar is regular Gengar if it was like just a little. You lower the saturation of Gengar like a smidge, and then you get the shiny. At least Ghastly's like got a blue cloud. I feel like I maybe wouldn't miss a Ghastly, maybe. Haunter's big tail is the blue tongue. Gengar, just a little bit more saturated. And that's about it. I wish the shiny colour was a little more obvious. What do you mean? I think the little dulling of the saturation really brings out what makes Gengar so cool. Yeah. You have Japanese art of rare Gengar, yo! That is a fair point, Kenji. What is your favourite TCG set? The Batman Arkham games are a whole series of franchises that is not in LEGO. I know, but the joke is that the new LEGO game is basically LEGO Batman Arkham. So I was trying to do a bit of a funny, wasn't I? But congratulations on beating the game. Will they continue spawning in daytime? Like, will the Outbreak guys even spawn in daytime, or have I, like, doomed myself to a flub of a hunt? Because if I have, then I might just reset and, go to another Outbreak for the rest of the stream, because, like... Yeah, no, I don't think they're spawning anymore. Like, I get why ghost types only spawn at night, but, they should do. They fucking ain't. Damn, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright. Let's go! Somewhere else. Let's go somewhere else. Caesar Outbreak. Litten. Tepig. I already got a shiny Tepig, though, to be fair. I might go with the Litten one, honestly. I'm gonna go with the Litten Outbreak. Almost done playing Arkham Knight? Hell yeah! So do you just play the main game and then, Look how many Pokemon there are. Like, this is crazy. I wonder if this is how many Pokemon they're going to be in, like, ZA. Are you, like, going to 100% them, or are you just playing through the main story? Why am I really thinking about Pokemon so hard? Because Pokemon is awesome. Next question. I'm so hyped for ZA. 100%? Hell yeah. Alright, different fire-type starter in the Blueberry Academy. But, I just think this is going to go a bit better. In the grand scheme of things. Continue destroying them, damn it. Why'd you stop? Wouldn't it be funny if I found a shiny Cleave while doing this? I kind of like Scarlet and Violet based set Evolving Skies. That's fair, that's fair. I always remember, like, the Dragon set in Black and White, where they introduced Dragon types. That was always fucked up. Actually, you know what was fucked up to me? How the Fairy type used to be its own type in the TCG. But I think it was Scarlet and Violet set merged the Fairy type with Psychic type. Like, they just ditched a whole type. That's crazy to me. Like, I kind of get why they did it. Like, why wasn't Fairy fused in with Psychic to begin with? Because it was a new type and they were excited and they wanted to bring it to the TCG to, like, give the TCG a new USB. But it's like, they just got rid of it. Like, dragons kind of make sense, because most dragons have other types, right? And, like, as an additional type, it's kind of an annoying one, because basically the whole point of it as an additional type is it's an additional type that could use any energy. Like, it wasn't necessarily limited to, like, just its type of energy. It was, like, its own type without its own specified energy. That was in the X and Y era. No, so the fairy type was introduced in the X and Y era, right? And I know this and I understand this. And so it was introduced in the TCG in the X and Y era as well, right? I understand this and know this. However, the fairy type stuck around until Scarlet and Violet's TCG set, at which point they removed the fairy type, they removed fairy energy and fused it in with psychic. At that point, they made poison type into dark. They made poison type out of psychic and put it into dark. And maybe ghost as well? I'm not sure about that one. Hardwig? But fairy type, like, was in the TCG for a decade. Almost a decade. And then they got rid of it. Dragon types still come back sometimes. They have, like, a big, like, whoa, guys! Dragons are back, guys! Set. Where a bunch of dragon types. And then they stick around for another couple of sets after that, and then they go again. Fairy type was its own fucking type. Was its own type in the TCG, had its own energies in the TCG. I have them on my shelf. And they were around for, like, multiple generations before they just got rid of it. Well, they was like, okay, no, enough now. Last few times you tried to play Arkham Shadows, your BR just kept crashing, so you beat it today. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I'm glad you managed to beat it in the end. Booger, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well up whatever nose you're up right now. I am shiny hunting Litten today because I got the Switch 2 over the weekend, and I want to see Scarlet and Violet's new power. Again, this is low-key a sin, but these games aren't made to run good. I stand by it. I'm at 53. Come over here. Alright. Dragon types are your favorite? That's fair. Dragon types are cool. My favorite is grass. Unsurprisingly, I'm sure no one is shocked by this revelation. Fork found in kitchen of favorite types, maybe. Oh, I've done over 60 now. Alright. Sammy time. We're gonna make a sandwich. And then... You know, I was gonna, like, turn, but I can just do it here. Like, this isn't meant to be so quick. It's not. I can't remember that's the combination I need here. Fire is salty and spicy. I guess that makes sense. I guess, like, in the grand scheme of things, that's really fucking logical. You need spicy herb biscuits to make a fire sandwich? You're getting your OLED model fixed soon? Hell yeah! That is exciting to hear. Will you be picking up ZA soon as well? You know what's bullshit? That you couldn't get the shiny Miraidon and Coraidon codes because some random people waited since 2 AM to get the cars just for the codes. Like, why are GameStop doing it like that? And why are GameStop so often trying to shift the blame to, like, the Pokemon Company when it isn't the Pokemon Company's fault? Like, I'm sorry you couldn't get the code. That genuinely sucks. Hopefully you get the chance to get them soon, if they restock them. But, like, it is crazy to me that GameStop have a limited amount of codes and will let, like, people take multiple. Like, it's... They don't even get any money out of it. You don't even have to buy the codes, right? They're just making it scarce for the love of the game. Which is bullshit. If game pull that shit, I'll cry. Game haven't done the codes yet. You technically had to because they're attached to the new Mega Pokemon packs. Oh, I see. So they do get money out of it. Your friend is on stuff because he says that Roblox is better than Pokemon. Is your friend 12? Nope, 23 and says Roblox is better than Pokemon. Roblox isn't even a game, bro. Roblox is a place where other people make and host games. And like... does your friend want to look you in the eyes and say Grow a Garden is better than Pokemon? You know? Has your friend sunk 100 hours into Steal a Brain Rot? I was like, yeah, no, this shit, way better than Pokemon. I'm just imagining this is quiet, honestly. It's like, yeah, man, I was playing fucking... Princess Tycoon? I think that's one of them. Miles better than Pokemon, bro. Miles. $45 minutes just to get to the game stop? Oh. Out of stock. That is bullshit. I couldn't at work playing Plants vs. Brain Rot, and I told him to play Plants vs. Zombies, and he said, nah, this is better. What?! You're gonna, like, come in next week and he's gonna be singing there's a... what is it? Tung Tung Sure on his lawn? Is that like the stick guy who holds the stick? I think so. Same friend with the Genshin advice, by the way. That's crazy. You what? Rob's too old to understand brain rot. What a blessing, honestly. You played any of the Arkham games? Honestly, I haven't. I should at some point, because I do quite like Batman. But, yeah. I've not gotten around to playing any of the Arkham games. I'm low-key interested to see how much time I'm going to have to play games now I've got a job. The thing is, like, I like streaming, and I stream a very specific category of games, right? And gacha games are a game, especially in the way I stream. The thing you said sounded like a slur. I hope it wasn't. It's his name, isn't it? They named the Roblox brain rot a slur. Whoa. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them. There's earbuds, and I asked him, what is listening to? 70% of the time, it's Italian brain rot. What is there to listen to with Italian brain rot? Is it just an AI voice saying the names? Like, brain rot is not just shit memes? Like, it is. That one's just like an AI-generated character, right? I'm pretty sure he's got, like, a YouTube shit show going on at this point. Where, like, he's got enough of a brand that he sued a Roblox game using his characters. Characters in quotes. Because, like, they're barely characters. They have a song version? Yeah, I guess that makes some more sense. But... yeah. Okay, wait, so the concept of brain rot has characters, or am I missing something? So, people started AI generating, like, random fucking things. I don't really know the history of it, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the history of it. All I know, right, is there are games on Roblox called Brain Rot Blank, and they, like, have, like, a cast of repeating guys in them. Like, they genuinely have, like, overlapping guys. I think the general through line is they're all named something Italian, and they're all based off, like, AI-generated things. Like, I don't... I'm gonna be honest, Rob, I barely know how to explain this to you, because it doesn't make sense. We thought the idea of Italian brain rot, like he was just sitting down eating a scone. Eating a scone! I love that mental image. I like the way scone is what you went with there. Big fan of that. Like, I'm guessing it's because it started in Italy. Right? And they realised, like, a bombadillo, crocodile rhymes. So they posted their little fucking image of a bomber plane alligator. And then it started from there. Because people, especially kids, in other countries that don't speak Italian were like, that sounds funny. Like, it is interesting to me how, like, old the idea, like, the kind of concept and humor of this thing in another language sounds kind of funny when you say it is. Because, like, Caramella dancing, right? People always kind of, like, there was always, like, the joke, right? Of, like, it sounds like, dance on my balls, cat fucking your handbag, and that whatnot, right? It blew up in Japan because, like, the lyrics sound like nonsense gibberish there, too. Like, it was not just a funny dance. My boss asked me, what is Bru Bru Batapim? That's crazy. Your boss is asking you about brain rot. Like, low-key, I'd expect my boss to ask me, like, that question. But, like, yours? Yours is asking you that question? That's wild. I don't even know what that one is, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad. I'm glad that, like, you've given me a name I don't really know what is. It's surprising, though. Like, most of them literally just are, like, the name of an animal in Italian, the name of an object in Italian, and like the combination, you know. I was serving food to a little kid on it, to a kid on his little iPad, being a fucking twat. Oh no. What Pokemon would you eat for $300? Well, I'm not gonna pick like a common Pokemon to eat, because that's a lot of money. Moltres. If I'm paying $300 to eat a Pokemon, then, like, it's gonna taste good. The only Batman Lego game you played was the one on the Xbox 360. I don't know the name. I played one on the 360 myself as well, but I'm gonna be honest, Tobin, I think that's like 7. My favorite Arkham game is Arkham Knight because of the story, and I really like the Riddler side mission. Hell yeah. The Riddler is cool. Crabs are quite expensive these days, that is true. Everything's expensive these days. Like, I was gonna order Domino's for dinner yesterday, and I got up to the point where I was, like, at the checkout, and I looked at the price, and I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This isn't worth £25. This meal isn't worth £25. And, like, especially because I just bought the Switch 2, I just couldn't help but, like, turn around and be like, this isn't worth it. This isn't, like, a worthy investment of my money. So I just had a ready meal pizza instead. And he showed him it, and he was playing Steal a Brain Rot. 10 minutes later, he was crashing out because someone took his spider thing. Someone took his Sammy Spiderini? No! Like, they made like a very... Steal a Brain Rot is an odd game, because it's got such like a nothing burger of a gameplay loop. That is just wait. But then it's like steal from other people. So... But when you're stealing, you're putting yourself at risk of being stolen from. And it's just a shit show of a game, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's... I wouldn't say it's poorly designed. It's got very intentional mechanics and designs. However, it's very, like... It's designed to be, like, the most, like, unfun, rage-inducing game possible for, like, little Timmy. Right? Like, little Timmy is going to crash out over Steal a Brain Rot. He just is. That or he's going to fucking beg his mummy and daddy to get him, like, Robux so he can buy a private server. Like, it's... Such a manipulatively designed game, it's impressive. People that, play that game and make money off it are just sad people. Like, that or, like, children. I think that's, like, the other important thing to remember. Is, like, if you're an adult, then yeah, like, what are you doing, man? Like, at that point, you know better, right? Like, you understand that your neurons are being manipulated. Please do other things with your time. When you're, like, 11, you don't understand. You're 11. Man, kids, they should play Mario, Sonic, or something. You're right, but Mario and Sonic are actually good. Good point. Good point, Kenji. Like, kids these days do still play Minecraft, which is good. Like, Minecraft is still very big, but, like... Roblox, I think, is genuinely, like, such a manipulatively designed game, where... It's a combination of the company in charge not giving a shit about children, and then it's and then easily making, like, a developer base of people who don't give a shit about children and just want to manipulate as much money out of their parents as possible. Like, it's an impressive system. It's a really, like, it's a disgusting system, but it's an impressive one. Because, like, how have you made... How is this a thing? Like, this is, like... late-stage tech capitalism for children. Like, the games are also, like, nothing burger of gameplay. And designed to, like, keep kids addicted to them and continue playing them. And desperately want to spend money on them. But, like, you can leave one game and go straight into the next one. And, like, there are some people on Roblox who, like, actually kind of give a shit about, like, making an interesting game. There are. Like... I played a bit of Outcome Memories. That's pretty solid, you know? That's, like, an actual game with design and mechanics, right? That's clearly a game made by, like, Sonic fans who fucking love Sonic. And... like, wanted to make, like, an actual game out of it, you know? But... a lot of the stuff that actually ends up popular is manipulatively designed to, like, keep kids engrossed and make them desperately want to spend money on the game to get shit out of it, you know? Like... there are a few Meg games, like Blowfruit is well designed. Yeah, and there are, like, a couple of games that, like... I don't think there's anything I'd play on Roblox that I'd, like, actually sink any real hours into. But, like... I think my worry is if I have kids, all the kids at school will play real shitty games and I have to teach them about actual icons of gaming and they won't give a fuck. I understand that. That's, like, a very fair worry, because, like, that's, like, the issue, right? Is even if you try to raise your kid, like, away from, like, the iPad and shit, the other kids at school are going to be on the iPad. So... I wonder how my nephew's going. Because he's in year 1 at this point, which means he must be, like, interacting with iPad kids. And my sister, like, is raising him well. She's making sure, like, he's an avid Lego fan, right? He's an avid Lego fan. He has built Lego sets, right? Like, he's got, like... Hey, there's a little... Okay. My kid ain't going to my school, they fucking hate the kids. Oh no. Oh no. But, like... instant cash, you'll have to see it. Wait, okay, this is number 3. Of shinies. What do I name Litten? Any Litten name suggestions? Meowch. I like Meowch. Alright. Like... it's in... like, it'll be interesting to know how easy it is to make a kid play actually... I don't know. You know what? It's not impossible to make a kid play actual, like, good video games. But the issue is, right? The issue is... even if you do get a kid to play good video games, they can still always go back to Roblox. Because Roblox is like the TikTok of video games. Lonk is cool! Wanna know something that sucks about Gen 4? What sucks about Gen 4? Lonk is cool. Dominic, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. But, like, yeah, no, I think TikTok, the TikTok of, like, video games is, like, the perfect way of, like, I think, like, the TikTok of video games is the perfect way to describe it. Because it genuinely is, right? Because, like, I've seen kids flick from, like, game to 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 game. And, like, there were just nothing burgers. There are so many nothing burgers there. And it's like... Roblox is fucking hook, and, like, any other game is, like, an actual, like, TV show or movie. Because, like, even if, like, it's not, like, a good movie, at least it's, like, an actual, like, thing that they're interacting with, right? Like, is, like, I think a blunt opinion of mine. The trading system in Gen 4 is ridiculous. You can only transfer 6 Pokemon and wait 24 hours to do it again. That is true. That is true. It is, an odd one. Needlessly punishing. I'm glad they got rid of it in Gen 5, but honestly, oh, there's another shiny, okay. Honestly, Gen 5... Gen 5's Pokemon transfer game is fucking arse. It's not good. I'm glad they just got rid of that shit entirely in Gen 6. Peppermint? That is a good one, Lonk. I will name this one Peppermint. PE teachers hate us. Like, what the fuck, did we do to you to get, made fucked up in rugby? They said it was a fair tackle, like, fuck off. Oh no. Oh no. Do you want a peppermint? Yeah, I want a peppermint. That's too hot for me. You don't like the peppermint? I don't like the peppermint. It's too spicy. Fuck you mean a peppermint is spicy? We'll suck that mint till it's gone. Or you'll lick the floor. They're just supposed to be mad. I thought as much. We got something great a few days ago. Is the Norev 1 to 43 scale General Lee and Norev 1 to 43 scale kit from Knight Rider. Hell yeah. When you say scale kits, do you mean like you have to build it? Like, I think at day's end, right? Kids are gonna, like, try and rot their brains on, like, KIT stands for, Knight Industries 2000. I see. Like, kids are gonna try and rot their brains. It's just how it is, right? It's like, because these games are fundamentally... Well, these games and this shit is fundamentally made for kids to, like, watch and become addicted to, right? Like, it's fundamentally manipulatively designed specifically to, like, addict kids to it. It's just how it is. I think the important thing is to, like, limit the kids' hours on this. They can do it. You've got to make sure it's for a limited amount of time, and they're actually engaging their brain. Your other friend says you're crazy for reading all of One Piece. I don't think you're crazy for doing that. I think you're insane, in fact. I mean, fair enough if you enjoy it. You know? I'm not gonna slate. I need to read more One Piece. Like, One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, are the two things that I actually need to, like, watch. But then again, I don't want to, because they're fucking shonen. JJK? I don't know. Like, there are very few shonen that I do, like, enjoy. A lot of shonen I just kind of find myself getting bored of. Like, I get why it's, like, the type of anime, but I just can't read. That's fair enough. I can't slate that at all. You're sick of watching it. JJK is fucking goated. I've heard good things, but I just... There are other things on my plate, like To Your Eternity. Everybody should watch To Your Eternity. Like, I will gas up Blue Box. So they're having it back, but like, I understand that it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. To Your Eternity, I will happily gas up. Like, to anyone. To anyone and everyone. The first season's kind of arsehole though. I don't know, that's why I kind of like don't slate people when they don't get into JoJo's. Is like, I enjoyed the first season. I think the first season of JoJo's is pretty solid. But like, at Day's End, like, I understand why some people don't like it. If the first season of something isn't good, people aren't going to get into it. It's as simple as. You saw a real life kid today, but the scanner light on him was turned off. Oh, I see. Why is the scanner light turned off? Hidden Inventory arc is amazing. I find it so funny how we categorize anime stories into, like, arcs, and how they always have, like, the most batshit names. It's like, sure, the Hidden Inventory arc is great, that's fine. That's awesome. You love to hear it. Personally, I really like the Spoingaboingus arc. Personally, I like the Infinite Penis arc. When I was reading Shonen number 300,092, I really enjoyed the Schmungus Delight arc. Bro, did you catch the... I can't come up with anything else funny, I'm sorry. I think I've told you this story, but I just introduced my friend to JoJo by showing him the first episode from Season 2. They watched a bit of 1 and dropped it. No, exactly. Like, that's the issue. Is like, 1 is... I enjoy 1. I think Part 1 is solid, right? I do not hate Part 1, do not get me wrong. However, it's like a very, like, by-the-books typical story. I think Part 1 into Part 2 is genuinely, like, peak, right? Like, you watch Part 1 and you understand Jonathan's all about this, like, high-strung gentleman in his battle with Dio, like, the like, ultimate evil, right? Like, you love that. That's great. It's great, it's over the top, it's stupid, right? And then you go into Part 2, and then you meet Jonathan's, like, grandson, and it's fucking Joseph? It's Joseph? And, like, it's immediate whiplash of, like, from, like, this one personality to another. It's peak. It's great, right? Like, I think that's one of the great things about the early seasons of JoJo, that I low-key think they ended up, like, Araki ended up, like, dropping a bit. Which is fair enough, because he was trying to just make a good characters instead of subversions. But it's like... Jonathan into Joseph is peak. Joseph into Jotaro is peak. And then Jotaro into Josuke is peak. Right? Because they're all such tonal whiplashes of, like, protagonists as you, like, progress through the story, right? Like, Jolene remains my favorite JoJo's, but I respect Part 1 to 4 for, like, how they arrange their protagonists, like, as they go on, right? Because I genuinely think it's, like, a really funny, like, and good way, because it's, like... And I think parts 1 to 3 are especially good, because Josuke, I think, is someone that Jonathan maybe would be a bit more proud of, right? But, like, Jotaro and Joseph, like, Jonathan, like, would be disgusted by. You know? Like, Jonathan would hate Joseph and Jotaro. Like, and, well, he wouldn't hate them, he would love them, but, like, he would be, like, really disappointed in their, like, temperament, because, like, these are his descendants, and they're acting this way. And I think that's a really fucking funny thing. Hello, Sonic, how goes it? I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be live, but today I am playing Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. You hate Dragon Ball? That's fair, I could never really get into Dragon Ball myself. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I never really got into it. But, like... And I feel like they kind of, like... You can go back to live streaming? Hell yeah. Just don't watch any more copyrighted material. But... What was it called? Oh, okay, I think that's the Sammy over. Yeah, it is. Like Death Note and Assassination Classroom. Two anime I've heard good things about but haven't watched. I need to watch Death Note, but... Like, I think especially Death Note, but... It's like, having the time to watch these things is... Blah. Innit? But... Nah, yeah, like... Yeah, I feel like that's the thing, like, JoJo's Lost, right? Like... Giorno, the issue is like, it was always going to lose it as you go on, because you were going to get used to more and more JoJos, and that's just how it is, right? Like, as you watch the series, the more JoJos appear, and, like, their personalities get more defined. So I think it makes sense they, like, Araki stopped whiplashing between, like, what kind of protagonist was in, like, at the center stage. But it is fun in the first 4 parts how different they all are from each other. And how, like, different... Like, yeah, they're very, like, different protagonists that you couldn't really imagine in each other's parts, which I think is good. I guess generally you probably can't imagine different protagonists in different people's parts. I think Araki does a good job with that. But, alright. I think, after 4 fire types, it's so fast. It's not, this isn't how this, like, this isn't how this game is meant to go. This game is meant to run like horseshit. Like, it's odd. It's odd and it's weird and it's off-putting that it runs this fast. I don't like it. But... Hey, Cahir, what's your favorite mythology creature? I think it's probably... Hobbits. I like hobbits, they're really funny. Why did Tolkien just make really short British people with hairy feet? What's that for? Glad I found these streams, they make me very happy. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear it, Kenji. And you'll not be glad to hear I think I'm gonna end now, because I'm tired, and it's the end of the day, I think. I've got there, I've clawed through it, it's the end of the day now, which means I get to reward myself by going to sleep. Nah, I rewarded myself with streaming, I love streaming, but... I'm not sure hobbits count as mythology creatures, but... Oh, Lego One Piece. Yeah, that's been out for a bit. The sets are so fucking much. Lego is so much these days. Lego, like, realized they don't have to market to children anymore, and they can market to, like, millennials instead. And after that, their prices fucking went insane. Like, people always, like, get on Nintendo's ass for prices. Like, Lego prices? Fucked up. Anyway, yeah, I'll be live again on... Why would Lego make a set with only one piece? Yeah, no, I'll be live again on Wednesday with Genshin Impact, but I'll be live again on Friday with Mario Kart. I'll be playing Mario Kart World on Friday for some good old Mario Kart Monday, so do be sure to stop by for that. And obviously I will be streaming Pokemon Legends CA on Thursday of next week, so do be sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have got a nice gaggle of shinies here. But yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good